Welcome to the Jake and Josh podcast. Today, we're going to be discussing Westside Story and the difference between the actual movie and Romeo and Juliet. Hope you enjoy!
Alright, let's settle this. Let's shake hands.
I don't like your kind, you don't like my kind. Let's settle this.
Meanwhile,
I'm your biggest fan. Oh my god. Stop it. Get out of me.
Swing! Swing!
Hey. Wait, no!
Every night in my dream.
And the Grammy goes to...
Jet Nitro Nigro!
Jet Nitro Nigro is one of the best performers of 2021.
The Anti-Swag Corporation.
Welcome, everybody,
To the Jake and Josh podcast.
Today, we'll be talking about the great hit movie, Westside Story.
It was pretty good. I liked it. It's very cold out.
Yeah, it was a pretty good movie. It was one of the better ones.
I agree.
Starring Maria and Tony as the main characters, but also represented as Romeo and Juliet. They are both like practically the same, except this one's like a musical, and they're tap dancing a lot, and it's the Sharks versus the Jets.
Yep.
Now I don't exactly remember what the Romeo and Juliet family's names were.
They were very different.
Yeah.
It was like a gang because there were two kingdoms.
It was exactly like that. The movie introduced and opened up with like pretty much two gangs like snapping around, like
lots of tap dancing.
and there's a song going on, and then they start
Lots of songs actually.
start battling and kind of introduce the conflict at the beginning. And when they were battling, cops came over. You guys gotta stop.
You guys gotta quit this nonsense.
And get off my basketball court.
They were like, you gotta be friends or you guys are gonna get kicked out.
Exactly. And then that kind of sets up the point of the conflict, which is basically like Romeo and Juliet's family corresponding. But Jake,
Yes.
if you were in the movie,
If I was.
would you be a shark or a jet? But the sharks were the Hispanic people.
Puerto Rican.
Yeah, I think it was Puerto Ricans.
Yeah.
And then the Jets were the people of New York.
Yes.
So who would you want to be?
I guess I would go with the Jets just because I'm not from Puerto Rico. But I think that this movie showcases some of the issues that immigrants had to go through throughout the movie. And like what it had to do with that time period and like what immigrants had to deal with. But yeah, what would you be, Josh? Jet or shark?
I'd probably be, I don't know, I would want to be a shark. I don't.
What?
Yeah, I'd be opposing. Why?
Well,
I don't know.
they both are different sides.
They seem like
opposing.
they seem like my type of people. I liked how they did stuff differently. Like they're tap dancing on roofs and stuff. While the Jets were like in bars and stuff. They had their own little areas. Yeah. Maria's area was like her apartment and like an apartment building.
Full
like,
of her family and the shark.
and like that block area. And the Jets were like located like in a bar with like an underground room.
old guy.
Yeah, an old guy. But the movie was pretty solid overall.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah. But
Oh my god. Guess what? We didn't mention this yet, but the intro you just watched was including our good friend, Joshua Nigro.
yeah, shout out to him.
Shout out. We gotta shout out him because he did a good job. And good job, Josh.
The Grammy Award acting.
Honestly, it's super good. We needed 3 people and he showed up and did a good job. Good job.
Yeah. So speaking of that intro, that scene was kind of correlating when
Big deal. Big deal, everyone. Big deal. Oh my god.
when the ties were tension and they were fighting and they're like, all of this conflict is pretty much because Tony is in love with Maria, and they do not like that. This first happened
Two
at
different gangs.
Yeah, this happened at a ballroom dance, which also happened in Leonardo's depiction of Romeo and Juliet also. I don't know if it happened in the actual Romeo and Juliet. I forget, it was from a long time ago.
Very long time.
But, yeah, so the conflict got to a point where they got in a knife fight.
Yes.
And it was,
It was crazy.
It was
We depicted that in the intro.
It was the leader of the Jets versus the leader of the Sharks. And they did a knife fight. And I was Tony, and I jumped over a fence and went, "Guys, don't fight, come on!"
Yep.
And then the Sharks stabbed.
I was the Shark leader, and Josh Nigro was the Jets leader.
Yeah, and he stabbed the Jets leader. And the Jets leader fell to the ground, and Tony was built with rage. So he picked up the knife, and guess what? He stabbed the Sharks leader.
It was a big,
Isn't that crazy?
It was a big movie change, and they both the leaders were dead. And then Maria was like, "You killed my brother! Oh my god!" Because the leader of the Sharks was Maria's brother.
And then they started crying. Like,
yeah, but then they like, it's crazy.
okay.
It's true. It's true.
We're gonna cut that out.
No.
I'm gonna censor that.
Oh my god.
All right. So, anyways.
I'm not wrong. It happened.
So,
It was weird. Didn't make any sense.
then like the sister starts like yelling, but then the sister ends up understanding after like a 3-minute musical sequel of them
Yelling
singing
at each other.
Yeah, and then finally Maria goes to meet Tony. Oh, Maria tells the Jets about how one of the Sharks is gonna kill Tony or somebody with a gun. Or it was Tony, sorry, with a gun. And then the Jets were basically like, "Yes, grab it, girl!" And they're like picking her up and like they put her on the ground.
That was Maria's friend. That wasn't Maria.
I'm talking about in the bar.
I know that wasn't Maria. That was Maria's friend.
Oh, well, yeah, that was Maria's friend.
Anyway, same.
Yeah,
Thing.
and they're like, "Well, tell Tony that he might die tonight."
No, Maria's gonna die tonight. Remember? Okay, that's what happened.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And she was trying to trick them because she didn't want Tony to ever see Maria again because she noticed how bad like the Jets were and stuff because they were treating her really bad and they were like attacking her because she was a part of the Sharks.
And then Maria and Tony finally see each other, and it's like
It was awesome for like 5 seconds.
It's a romantic scene, and then all of a sudden a shark comes out and shoots Tony in the back.
It was in the chest, but it's cool.
Well,
Same thing. Because he died anyway. It doesn't matter.
Shot him in the
It doesn't
back.
matter, yeah.
They shot him in the back.
Yeah,
Means that he
sorry,
was behind him.
All right,
All right. Anyways.
Anyway.
And Tony died, and at the end of the story, Maria's like, "You monsters! You monsters!
Yeah.
Why did you guys do this?" And then they're all like, "Oh my goodness!
Oh my god, we're horrible.
Yeah, they're like, "What do we do? Why do we do
We
that,
gotta settle
man?"
our differences.
And then they all picked up Tony, and
Tony's dead.
and that's how the movie ended.
But hey, what did you think? Did it correlate pretty well with Romeo and Juliet?
I thought
I thought
I did it. I'm not a professor of Romeo and Juliet, but I know my decent idea of some Shakespeare Romeo and Juliet, and I thought it was pretty correlating, but like it obviously didn't include all the details, kind of like the main points, the conflicts and stuff. But for me, this movie was really good.
Yep, I agree. I think this movie showcased some of the parts from Romeo and Juliet pretty well. Like it got to like the major points, like Josh said. And I would compare the two, and they were very similar, I would say. So, yeah, I would say they're very similar. That's my argument. But I like the movie. Definitely up there. And out of all the movies we watched this year, definitely like second, maybe, or third. Who knows? But I liked it.
Yeah, I thought it was a pretty good movie. But we're outside right now in
Super cold.
30-degree weather recording this, and I think this is where we're gonna end it.
All right.
Let the audience cheer for us. Thank you. I know we're so great. I'd like to thank my family and everybody.
I'd
But
like to thank all our supporters.
this is gonna be our second to last podcast before Christmas break.
Yep.
Yeah. So
One more, and then we're gone for like a week or two.
exactly. So
We'll be back.
we'll see you in a week or two.
Iffy, yes. Thank you guys all for listening.
Merry Christmas.
Happy Hanukkah if you celebrate.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.